In today's video, guys, I trained my transitions and Vibora with George Weller, one of the top coaches and players in the UK. We then played together in a tactical paddle match against two of the best young players in the country, Harley Dixon and Ollie Grantham. These two are just 15 years old, but are the future of the UK.
One.
So I really want to work on my speed and transitions for 2026 in my paddle game. So I've got a session with George Weller dedicated to this. Let's see what tips he's got for me.
So yeah, basically, getting a bit lazy on the right side, transitions. I want to go volley, Vibora, volley, Vibora. I just think my legs, I just feel like you're not moving quick enough to get behind it, letting the ball drop and striking it. And I always felt Vibora is one of my stronger shots, but recently I've been relying on my volley more on my defense. So I just want to go through it, run me around, maybe tired, etc.
Cool, no problem at all.
Do it?
Great, let's do it, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so we'll start. First ball always be a lob. I want you to attack when you feel like the right time is to attack. Okay, to begin with, I just want to kind of look at your footwork patterns, your understanding and getting back towards the net. Okay, but it might be a few low, it might be a few lobs in a row. Just depends on the ball that you get. Okay. The first one's always a lob.
So this is my 2026 goal in my paddle game, to improve my speed, transitions, maintaining the net, something that I realized is the next step for me if I want to improve.
Sharp, very good. Try to think about where you are positioning-wise, about when you're going to play with speed or you're not going to play with speed, right? You can almost separate, and I do this a lot with kind of beginners, but I still use it kind of a little bit myself. From where you start in your position here, if you get a high ball that is in the area in front, you want to imagine this is all green. Attack. Whether it's smash or flat smash, kick smash, whatever it might be in this area, hard Vibora, whatever. As soon as you go from where your feet position would be to about the second post, now you're in that amber territory. And the reason you want to kind of separate with colours is because you want to think about the distance you need to recover to the net. Of course. Here is still okay. You can still play fast. You've got to be a little bit aware that the player might half volley the ball. And then the moment you get into this area, maybe depending on who you're playing, if your tactics to keep the net, you might push this back a tad more. This area is red. Every time here, you want to try and keep the speed of the ball quite slow. But if you find yourself for now, for the sake of the exercise, in the green zone or the amber zone, more aggressive, okay?
A really basic concept that is often taught to new players to the sport. The idea of you being further back, you hit slower to give yourself time to recover, and hit fast when closer to take time away from your opponent, and because you can. But it's something you need to keep drilling because you will forget it. And often the best players, I just think, have these basics down so well.
Very good. Good speed on the shot. Exactly. Well done. Sorry, mate. This is the other thing I see a lot of, and I talk a lot about this with my players, is when people recover, you're going to use a certain amount of energy and speed that you use. What I see people get all wrong from here is that they touch, and at the moment that they touch the ball, their first step or two is quite passive and slow. All right? So, but then what happens is, then now, because you're so far from the net, it's like a football goalie. The goal is now looking a lot bigger. Your next action is going to be a quick action. But that quick action is going to be kind of lunging at the ball. Or if you get yourself in a position where it could be attackable, you're not going to have the balance to be able to do it. The key is the moment that you land and you turn, first step or two, quick. Then you go slow. You can see you're going to use the exact same amount of energy, but you're then back in position. Also, from a psychological point of view, if I see you coming slow back to the net, I feel nothing. Feels easy.
So now you see me grinding really quick as soon as I hit that overhead, so I can get the ball and then I can slow down, relax and be ready to hit it. Do the hard work first and then be ready to get the ball.
Well done. Very good. Nice set. Very good. Nice set. Good decision on that one, right? Let's go quicker.
And I can see how much faster I'm moving my feet here. I can only imagine if I did this in all my matches and tournaments, how many more points I would win.
Good. Very nice. Touch it. Go, go, go. Good decision. Again, I love where that finishes. Yes. Very good. Nice. Control. Good speed, Ewan. Yes, exactly.
There you go, that was a nice one.
Perfect patience.
Brilliant, mate. That was really nice.
So my training with George was finished now, and we had a game against two of the best young talents in the country, Harley Dixon and Ollie Grantham. Ollie has been training full-time in Spain at the Knox Future Academy. He's just come back for Christmas. He's also in the Team GB junior team, and so is Harley Dixon. Both just 15 years old. These lads are explosive, fast, have great technique, and I needed to apply my speed and transition training if I had any chance of beating them with George.
Serve. Oh. Cute. Bit of hindrance there, maybe.
What's that?
Thought it was out. I went, good serve.
Yeah, I was wondering what you stopped for.
So Harley to serve to kick us off here, and I get really lucky with the bad return straight to Ollie's forehand. George digs it out, and then Harley with the mistake gives us an early break here. Ideal start.
So like even now, like on your service games, you can use like the transition.
Yeah.
Because so many people on their serve, they're so slow to the net.
Slow in.
Yeah, so
yeah.
after your first serve, like boom, get in, get close to the net. If we can pick 1 or 2 cheap points up on that,
Yeah.
it'd be perfect, right?
Okay.
Back, back, back. Back, back. Well done, nice. But even something like that, right? Because your speed of your recovery, maybe it forced him to lob again.
Yeah.
And you never
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
but that might have been the reason of the point.
I think George made the key point that when you're a lot faster to recover and push back into the net, it can unsettle the opponent more, put more pressure on them, and then they're more likely to make a mistake. It's one of them you don't know for sure, but by putting that extra effort in over the course of a match, it does make a huge difference.
Both up, tight. Both up. Go, go. Nice shot, Ollie.
Shot, Ollie.
And then like just on like the lobs, because you've got a lefty and a righty, you want to try and almost aim your lob where it again, like where the ball finishes. You don't really want to aim your lob at the middle. It's not, it would kind of drift over to him ever so slightly.
So in this game, George was giving tactical advice nearly every point, and this was perfect, as if we were going to beat these young lads, it would be through tactics, as technically they're both better than us. They're both very fast and explosive as well. You can see in this point how much they can really play.
Back, back. Yes. Touch, back. Yeah. Too good, Ollie.
Played, Ollie.
The funny thing is, I remember coaching Ollie briefly, like one lesson about 5 years ago when he was 10, and I knew he was going to be a player, but this is the first time I played against him in a couple years, and the difference was insane.
Go on. Nice, George. Good finish.
Nearly.
So this here was break point at my serve, and unfortunately I just made a tactical mistake. I played too hard and fast on the overhead, and it's a bit short, which means when I get the volley it's more floaty because I didn't have time. Ollie can then attack, leading me to have to boast, and then Harley can finish. Big smash he's got for a small lad.
I reckon what we'll try and do as a tactic, we're both going to lob parallel.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the overhead's going to be a bit shorter because it's going to be awkward. Then we're going to counter attack back at the same player.
Okay.
So I knew this game was going to be really tough now. Ollie and Harley were warm, and the plan was actually for me to lob line to avoid that strong cross Vibora or smash from them. I couldn't quite do it on the first ball, and then they really upped the levels.
Both coming in. Ollie in. Both in.
Well done, Harley.
Huge smash from Harley there, very powerful, and now me and George were down 2-1. Needed to hold here.
Back. Back. Back, back, back. Up. Great
Sorry.
shot, mate. Nice shot.
Not really a fan watching this right now. I'm really getting away with stuff like nice Bahada, but probably would have taken it in the air really, as I probably only hit that maybe 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10, and then I get away with one big time with this Ollie mistake into the net.
Let's hit to the backhand volley on the difficult one, and then we're going to lob. Okay. Go, both up.
No time, George. That's it.
That's where the tactic's so good. Hit high to the backhand, not to win the point, but just to give yourself an easier ball so that you can lob and then you get yourself in a better position.
Both coming in. Both up. Both in. Nice. Good work. There's the defence, mate. Well done.
Scrambling.
All right, cool, mate. Big game.
George said a lot in training that he can win a lot of games quite ugly, which is definitely relatable for me as well. And this is how we were winning at the start here. 3-2 up now on my serve, sort of through scrappy points and surviving.
Yeah, same again, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. The tee is such an underrated serve because if people don't get the return right, they're so exposed in the corner. So you kind of force them to lob off a difficult ball and then you can get points. Good. But look how quick you were there.
Yeah.
That's good, right? That's really good. Unlucky. Back. Ollie half. Time. Both up. That's a great shot, Ewan. Nice touch. And yeah, let's do the same. Let's do the same on this return game. Maybe if it goes to your forehand, play down the line onto his backhand volley, and then we'll work the parallel lob.
I can definitely see how my weakness is the overhead. And if you notice, a lot of the points that are helping me is from the back glass. So I had a good return off the back glass earlier, and then that one where I basically lose net, but then play the angle from the glass. It's good to have, but ideally I want to be controlling these net situations better and not just relying on my defence.
Do you see there from, this is what people really don't understand about the game. That all happened because of your return to serve.
Yeah.
So I got the easy ball, I can play the lob, now we
yeah.
have the net, and then we have control.
Yeah.
So simple, right?
Guys, you need to try this. Return high backhand if you're on that right side, get the easier ball, and then lob, and then you just find yourself in such a better position.
You're there. Sorry, Ewan. No, you're fine.
Oh, well. Back, Harley up. Yeah, that's a good way. Can you see on that ball you used a high overhead, but you got the pace of it right?
Yeah.
And then your recovery
And
was
at the
good.
time, and then
so
he
didn't have
tries
as
to
much
go
space, right? So you never know, but that might be a cause of winning the point.
I kind of agree with Weller there, but at the same time it wasn't perfect, because if that ball from Ollie comes over, I'm in trouble. The shot is still not quite right and quite easy for them to attack.
In. Good. Let's go.
Go, both up. Patience. Wait. Go. Good try. Sorry.
Played Harley.
Great play from Harley and Ollie to hold there and stay in the game, but now it was 5-4 to me and Weller and my serve. Can I hold out and take this first set?
Both in.
Back.
Both up.
Played Harley.
Lost my serve again. Never a great sign in a game if you're the one losing your serve constantly. I think I was playing okay, but just not getting these shots quite right. Not enough on them to really hurt Harley and Ollie. Felt as though I was relying so much on them to make a mistake as opposed to me winning the point. As in that last one, they just held out through consistency and then they were fine. I had to be more aggressive now and take more responsibility.
Both in.
Back. Up. Touch it. Back. Coming. Good point. Good recovery, huh?
Thank you.
Good recovery.
Make me run.
Do you see, if you do that half a second slower, that volley is low and you don't get the chance?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I could slow down as I approached it and then control it slower.
100%.
Yeah, that was probably the first point where it all came together. I got the speed and transition spot on, it paid off. And like George said, any slower and I meet that ball later and then I can't attack it. And now George had the chance to serve the game out.
Both up.
Thank you.
What a mate.
Good set.
Tactical masterclass.
Technical though, all over the shop for me.
Play boys, well done. You start, man.
It was a great first set, very tactical, and that's really what got us through it. Let's see how we can get on in the second set. Can we keep it up against these lads?
Right, same tactic.
Again, mate, yep.
We're going to go every second serve this game. We're going to lob high, middle, and go and block the ball.
All right, okay.
Only seconds though. If not, we play backhand and lob.
You want to cut that, Ollie?
That's going in. You, careful. Nice shot.
An early break from Harley and Ollie with a crazy fast Vibora from Harley. These lads would really show their quality at times. I was impressed with some of their technical shots and how good they were.
Nice, George.
Sorry.
So Harley and Ollie were just very, very solid early on, and it was very tough for me now due to the fatigue. I had to keep up my speed in transitions. They were also learning the tactics we'd use, so had to switch them up a little bit.
Well done. Within. Good, George. You. Good, George. Back. Oof. Sorry, you're lucky, you're lucky. 2 good golden points there from me. Short. Go, go, go. Stay there. Well done, Ewan.
A little bit of luck there as Harley hits the top of the cage, and then I kind of miss it the return, so it kind of spins away from Ollie weirdly. The boys were struggling to put away some of these smashes.
Oh no.
I can make a nasty compilation here, lads.
Sharp.
Sorry.
Very good
I
shot.
don't go anywhere but there.
I think that's the first one in a while you put on the forehand volley.
Yeah.
First one.
They would quickly remind you of their quality, particularly Ollie's forehand volley in the middle. I was trying to switch it up as I'd abused down the line so much, but it's probably best to just lob or just keep doing it. It was one of those games where the quality was dropping a little bit. I think a bit of fatigue, but as you can see, 5-4 down on my serve. I'd already lost it twice. Can I hold on this time to level the score and give ourselves a chance?
Go. No. Up. Both up. Time. Go, go. You. Oh!
Oh. Well done, George.
This here was golden point, set point for Ollie and Harley.
Harley in. Both in. Tight, tight. George. There he is, he's still here.
Jammy. Oh.
Clutch defence from George. We're quite similar players in the sense we're happy at the back of the court just to defend, and that's why there was quite a lot of breaks in this game as we could just break easy from their serve, and then when it came to attacking, it was a lot more challenging.
Oh. Go on, mate. Hold you.
Well played.
So good from you, mate.
Good hustle.
So good. Good grinding there, mate.
We're happy.
I think towards the end of the match I played a lot better. I was really consistent, and I noticed they were not hitting to me much, especially compared to at the start, which is a good sign as I feel it was because I was just getting everything back and not giving them anything. This was us 6-5 up in a really long game, but a match point for us. Let's see if we can take it.
You. Okay. You. Harley in. Both in. Ooh. Never in doubt. Here we go. Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you,
Good
mate.
Cheers, boss.
Well done, mate. Thank you for playing. Thank you, Ollie. Cheers.
Well done, mate.
Overall, a very fun tactical game. I learned lots in the session and the match, loads of new tactics, hopefully for you watching as well, and it was nice to get the win. This is the last video of the year, so thanks a lot for all the support this year, and I'll see you in 2026.